MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
If you're having an issue anytime that needs to be addressed, please text the word NETS along with your issue and superstition to 555. And your equipped PC will respond immediately. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game.
Giving the gift of basketball here on this Christmas Eve. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Nikola Vucevic.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. We've got Luguentz Dort. Jalen Brunson is out there with Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kerr in at the 4. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, they've got Nikola Vucevic. Jalen Johnson is out there with MP. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Shed in at the 1. And in the first game of a back-to-back, is managing minutes a priority for the coaching staff, Doris?
I think, Brian, for coaches, you're just reacting in real time to how the game unfolds. Minutes are always a concern when it's a back-to-back situation. Well, let's say we get down the stretch and this is a possession ball game. Usually you're going to choose, I'm going to put my best players on the floor and try to win the game right in front of me. Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Brunson. Here's Ayton. Three-pointer Sharp. And it's MP with a rebound. Vucevic, a screen on Ayton. MP, the pass to Vucevic. Back to MP. Clock at 6. Pass to Vucevic. He's off on that one. Ayton with the defensive effort. Dort against MP. Outside Brunson. Dort outside. The 3 is up. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Boy, nice rise and fire from Lou Dort.
And Dort is such an important guy on the defensive end. Lou Dort.
He is strong. He plays hard. He's willing to mix it up physically. He's a tremendous athlete. This guy is tough to score on.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Johnson a screen on Dort. MP, the pass to Johnson. Back to MP. Johnson a screen on Dort. Pass to Johnson. Misses in close.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
It's stolen by MP. And stolen by Brunson. And there's the lob. And Ayton gets it to go.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at Brooklyn. Right now, 6th in the conference. They want to keep improving. And, of course, New York, 3.5 games behind.
I think for the Nets, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it's Brunson missing. Nets trail by 6. Now MP. Last game he had 34 points. Stolen by Ayton. Dort against Johnson. Kerr. MP with the block.
Yeah, phenomenal block by MP. You just can't afford to throw anything weak around him.
Three-pointer Sharp. Brooklyn pulls it in. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
You've got to stand in and deliver from the free throw line, even in a tough environment, and they failed to do so.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Koulibaly's checked in. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He came away with 34 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up to clear the boards, hauling in those loose balls for the squad. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Stolen by Sharp. It's Dort on the wing. Counted from distance. Dort's got 8. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. McBride's checked in. The Knicks pull it in. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
All right, MP, get back in there.
So on the floor for New York, Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride, and it's Palmer in at the 5 down low. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Now here's Brunson, coming off a 31-point game, and Hall gets it to go.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Here's MP. Starks the pass to MP. Here's Claxton. Palmer pulls it in. New York leading by 12. Here's Hall. And the 3 off target. The Nets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. It's Thomas on the wing. Now here's MP. He's guarded closely. And he lobs it up top. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Outside Brunson. Fires high post. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And the details starting to trickle in. But for the whole story, let's go to Shams Charania, who's joining us remotely. Shams, what you got?
Thank you, B.A. Today, the development is out in Brooklyn on the Nets trade with the Los Angeles Lakers. They wanted to upgrade their front court, and they've done that by adding Nikola Vucevic. The veteran center continues to be a very efficient player at this stage of his career, especially as a scorer. And this franchise is extremely pleased they were able to acquire.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us informed. Much appreciated, as always. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think, obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching. He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Kerr. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
And you see the aggressiveness and the absolute refusal to be intimidated inside. Jalen Brunson, a big-time finish.
Back to MP. Closing it on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Count the basket. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter. And New York has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Last time they met was in New York.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
Here's Shed. Still no points. Thomas outside. Back to MP. Johnson a screen on Sharp. MP, the pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
If the play doesn't open up his shot, then trust MP to give it away.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 3-point lead. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Hey, their activity on defense was terrific. It was just full effort at that end of the floor and a bunch of blocks to show for it.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot. I mean, this guy is as good a vertical threat at the rim as there is. Great finish by Nick Claxton.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. MP's got 13 now.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
To the left wing. Here's Kerr, covered by Johnson. Here's Brunson. A sturdy finish from Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Nets trail by 3. MP with it. Now Sharp defending. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Kerr. The Knicks have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Dort, right side. And here's Brunson from the arc. 4-3! Brunson nails it!
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
And stolen by Brunson! And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Dort outside. Launches a 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Pass to MP. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Ayton with it. Sharp with it. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. The 15-footer. The rebound by MP. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson finds Thomas. Stolen by Sharp. Here's Kerr. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Kerr's got 5.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Claxton. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
The basket counts. 2 points.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hospital.
And let's switch it up. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get...
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Knicks out in front, up 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And, boy, this young guy has done just that.
Johnson is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then it's MP. And it's Shed in at the point guard. So that's the Nets 5. The shot by Dort, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
And it's Shed missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The shot by Dort, no good.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
And he lobs it up, loses his grip, flanks the lob. Left side Brunson, Kerr. The rebound by MP.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
There's the screen by Johnson. MP, the pass to Johnson. Over Dort. The shot by Johnson, no good.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Sharp. No good there. Oh, great D that time from MP.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Thomas misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And a moment to check out who New York has coming up. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Tuesday, they're off to Washington to face off with the Wizards.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
He's gone 3 of 4 from the line. The first one falls. And both free throws good for MP.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Kerr. Knocked loose. Thomas with a steal. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Shaedon Sharpe.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
Now here's MP. 15 points in the game for the tie. Getting it done inside, MP.
Oh, a wise move by MP, calling his own numbers in the 2-man game.
Pass to Kerr. Inside. Here's Dort. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Big time 2-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. And they take the lead. Thomas has got 6 points.
We have watched Cam Thomas become more and more aggressive from three-point territory.
Here's Kerr. Back to Brunson. Puts up a 3. Brunson answers back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
MP outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Back to Thomas. Over Sharpe. Thomas misses. The Knicks with the lead. Lets it go from deep. And Sharpe the bucket on the assist by Ayton. Sharpe's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Shed. Back to Thomas. Dort against MP. Johnson a screen on Dort. MP the pass to Johnson. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 6 points for him.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The kick out to Brunson. Back to Dort. Brunson with it, and it's Thomas picking him up. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
Coulibaly, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Now here's MP. 17 points in the game. And here's Sharpe.
Third quarter.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Stolen by MP. Pushing it up now. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Johnson's got 8 points.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Sneak it inside. It's Brunson.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
Vucevic, a screen on Dort. MP with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Thomas passes to MP. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Johnson finds MP. Vucevic. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Vucevic has got his first bucket in this one. Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Daddier. Back to Brunson. Down low. Here's Ayton. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's MP. And there's the rejection.
Excellent anticipation by Lou Dort to get his hands on that one. Gosh, This guy is relentless on that end.
Here's MP. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game. And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Now here's McBride. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. New York, again, can't hit. Brooklyn trailing. MP outside. Claxton passes to MP. For the tie. Second shot opportunity. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. We've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Knicks, up 2. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court right now for the Knicks. Miles McBride is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Palmer in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to McBride. 5 to shoot. Pass to Brunson. Here's Hall. Off the mark there with a 3. Hall's gone 1 of 5 on 3-point tries. MP. Now Claxton. Here's MP. To the paint. And that one's good. Starks. And that'll tie this game up.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
He takes it in. And Hall gets it to go. The Nets shooting at 45% of the game so far. Claxton passes to MP. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. To the inside. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Oh, great recognition there by MP, getting it to the open man.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to Palmer, to the middle. Here's Hall. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, great D that time from MP. And he's going for the oop here. So they take the lead. And the Nets lead by 2.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Here's Hall, covered by MP. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Claxton. Now here's MP. No good on the 3. Hall passes to McBride. Brunson with it. Look it again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
Now MP. Pass to Shed. And here's Vucevic. Here's Starks from downtown. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss. Here's Dadier, covered by MP. Oh, MP with a block. Starks, pass to MP from outside the arc. MP making the long-range connection.
You can see MP just looking to continue to refine that three-point shooting.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Coulibaly. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The Nets with the lead. Here's MP. Pass to Shed. Now here's Vucevic. Now here's MP. Inside, Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Kerr. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Johnson. The first free throw is good. So he makes one of two, and the second one misses.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line. You love their effort. They've owned the glass tonight.
Here's Kerr. Nails the baby hook.
Boy, that is a heads-up play right there by Lou Dort. He sees an opening and gets the ball exactly where it needs to go.
Johnson a screen on Dort. MP, the pass to Johnson. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Brunson with it. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
Both free throws good from Brunson.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Vucevic, a screen on Dort. Throws it up high. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by MP. Here's Shed. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Dort. Knicks trail by 3. And here's Brunson from the arc. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And another dime for him.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well. Hitting his guys right in their spots. Outside Brunson to the wing on the left. Dort against MP. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc. Brunson misses. And so MP will bring it up for the Nets. 2-point game. Pass to Shed. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Shed's got 5 points now this quarter.
You see the instincts of MP as a passer. That's really well done.
Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Dort outside. Brunson passes to Dort. Here's Brunson. And it's MP with a rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And they double up MP. Outside Johnson. Pass to MP. Outside Johnson. MP finds Thomas. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Team second. At the line, MP stepping the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Down low. The kick out to Brunson. Fires the 3. No good. So we see Brooklyn get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on